Blessings and salutations, wonderful Leos and the cross watchers who love you. Happy birthday, Leos. Happy birthday season. This is a general collective read for Leos. Um, we're going to see what we have for the first week of August. It's going to be collective in general. Never, to force the reader think that when I sometimes say you, I'm trying to get to saying someone that you know the point of view. Okay? Alrighty. God, thank you for your mercy, blessings, protection, forgiveness, abundance, and direction. Through your grace, through our angel ancestors and spirit guides, please allow me to see with clarity for the highest good, my wonderful, beautiful Leos. Amen. Here's some background. Yeah, I'm back in NYC. And see what we have. Leos, please. August 1st. August 7th, 2022. For the highest good of Leos, please. And let's see for Leos, please. For Leos, please. Ooh. Let me just cut it. For Leos, August 1st, August 7th, 2022, please. It is, Leo energy. Ooh. Now, Leo, I don't know. They're saying somebody is really showing their ASS. And it's not really to the point, and you know the degree of the magnitude and who this pertains to, and this may not even be anything you know of. But Leo is saying somebody, if it's not all about sure if their concern is more or less what people perceive of them, more or less than what's really going on. It's more, even sometimes when it's more or less not looking at the whole situation in entirety, because it's the emotion of the disrespect, or even down to the point of just the closest perception of somebody thinking you're not being seen in your worth, or you being downplayed or played in any way. It's like, not having that. Ooh. Okay, I'm just gonna get, I have another, what is the energy? For Leo's highest good going into the week. Ooh. Okay, there's a lot of cards coming out. All willy-nilly. I didn't want to take these. I have to take it to where I can read it. Sorry, I'm going to switch it this way. Sorry. So I can see it. Okay. Let me. The first thing is showing in the past. It has something to do with, like, they say in autumn. Something happened last year, maybe in the autumn time, that it just made you, for some, see. Let me just tell you what I see for this, okay? If something happened in the autumn time that of last year that included a King of Wands, okay? Whether it be male or female, is just showing something in energy that had you, or whether you was fixated on, they was fixated on you. Either way, it was a very intense connection. But with the King of Wands energy, it's strategic, it's intense, but it's not in always a position of staying around. It feels like it's going to be there for the long term. It's intense and passionate, but it will head in another direction. And it seems with this Ace of Pentacles energy is showing that knowing the power and all the things that you have coming to you and what you worked into and what you're about is like to even think that for some to negotiate with somebody who wasn't seeing your worth or giving things less than your worth more attention, it more or less made you feel like, I'm not going to deal with this. There's no reason for me to. We're showing, even with this Mr. Pimp and Miss Babby, is showing that your confidence and excellence is knowing that even with the epitome of how you got it going on, how people usually treated you in the past, for somebody to come in and come in any less, it's like no way for some to even think that is something you're going to do. It's showing that somebody's passive aggressive, making a harsh point with a smile. It's a lot of fire energy, I want to say here. I see even with, it could be, let me tell you, it's a lot of fire where it's the Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy, but even in the sense of it on this coin is in the autumn, it could be earth energy as well, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and it could be also who is this? So it's about the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, because even with this Eight of Cups here, it's more or less looking at you tried with this King of Wands, but it's like even with who you are, what you feel, it's like you can no longer like downplay what you bring. And even down to the passive aggressive energy, I feel like it's been some back and forth where you and this person has more or less have engaged, even in like, even if y'all have argued, haven't been like, oh, a screaming match, or it has been more or less strategically played, like, oh, you do this tit for tat, or I'm going to make it look like you feel this sting without me even saying it, Let me get some clarification. August 1st to August 7th, 2022. Highest good of Leo, please. But what I can definitely see is the fact that you're focused on your coin on a positive note, to where it look like it's working out for you, to where it's even upping your value to this position of, no, there's no way that you feel this need to engage in that type of like lowering your standards or feeling putting in the same category because of this fact of like, no, this is some extraordinary energy. But I'm not downplaying it, because it shows that you have it going on with the Ace of Pentacles in the center of who you are. Like, it's not saying that's all about the money, but it's like you're definitely not all taught. Okay? You walk the walk. Let's see. And this is what I was thinking too. To kid you not. Oh, see, this Queen of Pentacles came out in reverse, or the Ace of Pentacles. But it definitely confirms what. Ooh, shit, honey, I see. Yep, here go the Eight of Cups, but it's in reverse. It's in reverse. It could have been upright, but when I looked down at it on the floor, it was in reverse. But it's being repetitive, and as far as the cards that's coming out, dang. Okay, it's a lot, because I'm going to tell you what else I see. But extra message is showing that this has something to do with someone from the past. That way they came in passionately to the point where, and quickly, to where it felt like you was kind of stuck. And it didn't feel like it could really build up to the happiness and the connection that you wanted. So therefore, it was like it was losing its momentum of passion. It was like it was losing like it's still love there, it's still passion, but it didn't feel like it was meant to the same degree. So it was more or less trying to heal from the understanding that it doesn't, it heal, like it's not the same, it's not to where it's like the shift is starting to happen. Because for some, it's very hard to work with it. It's like when somebody's passive aggressive and the Three of Pentacles is in reverse, it's like, how is it to where you could go forward working with something you're really questioning, is this possible? Because something had to do with in the past, I'm saying, it seemed like around the September, October time, you realize that this King of Wands was very one-sided. Like I said, the King of Wands in reverse is basically in this way where he's just going after what they want and how they want it, and is not being honest about it. Because when it's upright, it's very much confidently just saying what it is because they know it just accept it or just don't deal with it. But when it's a King of Wands, they're saying things in reverse. They're saying things to get you to believe that they're on the same page as you, or that y'all working on the same type of things. And even when it's showing all this Ace of Pentacles energy that you bring, it still shows it in reverse to where it's showing like I need to like be catered to as well. It's like, so when it's showing, even with this Mr. Pimpin' or this Miss Bad Bee, whoever that is, they're returning. Because even in this King of Wands person from the past, it's like it hasn't completed to the point where the judgment is in reverse. There's still some things that they're coming to understand. Whether or not it even matters to you, but they're starting to see that, wow, it's not completed because there's still thoughts of, it's thoughts of how things could have been, how things could have worked out, if it was the right decision, but more or less of how you think it is, okay, I need to go my way. Because you tried everything that you could do and it wasn't given in to you. So it's more or less going your way is with the idea and knowing that there is the person for you. Like, let it go. If it's meant to be, it'll come back to me. But even letting it go for what's for me, I can catch it, you know? So it's showing with the confidence and excellence going forward. It's that Knight of Pentacles. It's showing definitely this place of taking your time and going in your way. Yeah, and it's like honestly was saying when underneath this, but you couldn't work with somebody because it literally wasn't feeling like the vibe was good, and that's because of knowing of there being extra mother pluckers around, extra people around. This passive aggressive mother is showing even that it felt a lot like a soulmate. You know, it was like this. It felt like peanut butter and jelly, the yin and yang, and kid you not, it really is because it's showing the Four of Wands. I'm looking underneath and seeing what else is here, but it's been a lot of betrayal, and you've been unappreciated and disappointed by people who's insecure and immature, and that's what it's just showing right there. But what is going in for the? But what is showing? But let me say this too. I always got to make sure it's clean. I'm gonna get more from that, from this King of Pentacles, because it's showing when you walk away, there's a King of Pentacles, there's a match there. Okay?
And with the match, there is the comeback. That's what I'm saying. This person is coming back because they don't feel completed. But it's more or less you definitely know what's best for you. And even if you love them, you still feel like you will look crazy to like give up on something stable and sturdy for something unpredictable and self-serving. It's like, no, I can't do that. Okay. Let's see, what is, let me see, I want to know what to ask for to see, because I sometimes just be asking in my head and wondering what's, but I'm just trying to figure out from what I'm seeing. It's just this Knight of Pentacles. I'm just going to ask for advice. Okay, advice. Advice. And the outcome. Isn't that how it goes here? Advice and outcome. For Leo, August 1st to August 7th, 2022. Happy birthday, Leos. Let's see what we have. And now I get it to where the last read talking about is somebody be catered to you, because it's like, no, you put in for some in the collective. Let me tell you what that is. And that fell like in the middle of this Ace of Pentacles. So it looks like you're going to get your wish fulfillment with that coinage, like money coming up. I feel like even down to businesses picking up if you're entrepreneurs. Let's see. Leo, please. Price and outcome for Leo. Showing to see if August 1st to August 7th. Highest grade of Leo, please. Okay. What? Wait. Oh my goodness. He want to come in. This is seriously? Come in. Come on. Wow. Okay, hi. Okay, pardon me. He would have kept. He would have kept whining. Okay, talking. Okay. Okay, license outcome for Leo. Ooh, you can't major arcanas. Oh. I knew that Six of Pentacles was going to come out in reverse. I just knew it. And that's why there's a tower right after that. How about that? Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Some of Leo's is really going to reconsider going back to the past. Just as some, I'm telling you. Hold on one second. Oh, the lovers. Okay, let me just say this. I'm not going to look at the bottom of the deck just yet. I just wanted to say this. Okay, it's showing even in that past energy of who this person in the past, it truly feels with the Magician in reverse and the World in reverse, these two major arcanas, and that whole energy is feeling as if like you want to just let it be, but you feel like it's not closed out, like there's some unfinished business, and you're just going to let it like, because it feels like more or less not no longer losing sleep because feeling like if there's a good connection coming for you, you'll know to make the decision that's best for you because of the person in the past not giving in, and it really was to this feeling like it's no longer giving in to people to the point where it's not balanced, and it's just where the energy is like so off kilt. Like you want something more or less to match your energy, even though it felt like there's a really strong connection. Like y'all, it feel like it was something that y'all came, you had a lot more connection of being together and having in common than anything else. But the shift, it looked like of too many people in y'all stuff, and finances on one person not being enough, that it looks as if something had to stop. Something had to shake, things had to get thrown all out of place, but it also looked like there was a reconsideration. And even with that reconsideration, with the Four Cups in reverse, the King of Pentacles is in reverse. So when it's upright to where you're leaving off to something, it's showing just to the fact that reconsidering something is more or less to the, the person that you feel connected to, but it's still off balance. And even when you're making this journey to really feel like you're healing from that one-sided greedy energy, it still feel like there's a strong connection that feels like, even though it was wrapped with this snake, is wrapped with this Cupid arrow in place to where it's kind of like not delusional, because I'm not going to say that because it's a strong connection, but it goes back to being from this place to when y'all fell in love and it's so passionate, but it's still more or less, that's more or less dominating the connection than to the true place of what's really not working together with it. It's like you trying to know, like with this tower, like it was understood that yeah, something had to give, but then there's a reconsideration to where it's still and off balance, but it's still where you're healing, or one person is healing, and the other one is still doing the same thing. And we have this here, it's like the sleep beloved. Like I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna go back. Scorpio energy, Aries, Scorpio, Gemini, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Virgo, and here's Scorpio right here. Because look, the Three of Swords is in reverse. It's the pain of this extra outside person, and it's like the Wheel of Fortune is here where you're getting back into the game. It's like I'm going back in. Because there's love to give, and you feel like my love is just elaborately beautiful, and I'm substantial and stable, but it's like more or less not looking. Well, it's like, let me just put it like this: it's looking at these options, right? But the Magician, all on like back in your manifestation, but with your it's like some of the things that looks like you're manifesting is not even like worth your time, meaning some of them are draining, some are lucrative, but even using the discernment of which one it is still this King of Wands energy that is very passionate, very attractive, very good at what they do, but back and forth with it. Sometimes they feel like they with you, and then it flips. And it comes even with this Empress in reverse, so we kind of throw you off your kilt. Because I do feel like things that have to be involved has to do with, for some, a family that could be like from that previous relationship that you can't work with because there was too many involved. So we look like the outside entities who's realizing that they don't have the power that they did before, or just feel like they want to use it for their time that they knew them, since it must have been long, or from what the position they used to hold, is more or less still trying to have a chokehold to where it's preventing a future with this person. So it's like it's like taking care of yourself and realizing that the connection takes two to be on the same or to be aligned is showing all this love. All this love, but it's showing a lot of effing lies. The perception of the past definitely changed with some healing, your wish fulfillment. But it comes from the fact that some of you are pulling back on your communication because you see a lot of them just want to argue and fight. And it's like you're going to go towards your passions. That's what it's looking like for the first week of August for some. And it's like you're more or less getting in your position. And that's what I see. For this, I don't know, I went a little bit further because I don't do extended as of now. So I just go as far as I see, get you as much as, sometimes I get a little, what is that? Like it's gets a little selective to don't seem as general. But you'll know what's for you, and it's even not saying what the direction that it's going in. But with your free will and your knowledge, you can do what you want to do for you, for your highest good. So I appreciate your view. I hope you made it all the way through. Till next time, love and light.